Hey everybody, what's going on? This is SacredGuard and welcome back to Shrift. Now, last time, so long ago, we ended up doing all the other EX chapters. But now that I finally finished Paradox Collab like everybody asked me to, I can finally start on the one I really wanted to do. EX4. Before I do that, let me make one more check to my equipment. I got everything I need. I stocked up on items. Before I go, just real quick, where's she at? Hi, Titanoboa. Hey, sweetie. Hey, it's been a long while. I know. I'm sorry. I forgot to write. I forgot to call. But you know, I had to help out some folks in another dimension. You know, it's not like I'll even remember that. But that's something that happened. Oh man. Okay, corruption. I don't think I even have corruption on me, do I? What queen? Oh, whatever. Mormo, Kamazat, Staji, Hyaki. Alright. Let's get started. I can finally do this. To clean the corresponding. What's this? What's this do? No one's here. Hey, the white rabbit! Whoa! Some mysterious person wearing rabbit-like clothes suddenly jumped out of thin air. Where on earth did they come from? It's like she suddenly popped out of nothing without any warning. I'm finally here. This is the fabled space they call my room, right? Considering how fragile this part of human beings can be, you managed to carve yourself out a nice little spot in here. I think you could actually use it like this. Who are you? Huh? This isn't our first time meeting, you know. There's a reference to the collab, okay. Ah, I get it now. The Kazuya-kun I met isn't the same as the Kazuya-kun here. So I guess that this means it technically is our first time meeting. In that case, I better introduce myself. I'm called the White Rabbit, and I'm here to welcome you in place of Cheshire. Welcome me? The tea party, remember? Come on, you got the tea party invite, don't you? I just need to take a quick look at it to confirm. Oh, right. Showed the tea party invite to White Rabbit. Think she'd take the trouble to prepare this kind of thing for you. She's as straight-laced as always. Now that's enough of the long-winded chit-chat. Let's be on our way, lickety-split. I don't think this whole world fusion thing is good for either of us. Hey, wait a minute! Don't go deciding how everything's going to go on your own. First of all, where will I be going? What am I supposed to do there? And where's Cheshire anyway? I'm not really keen on having that kind of bothersome conversation, so I'll give you some brief answers. Yeah, she doesn't exactly give, like, straight answers. She just, like, gives, like, the most vague, like... most vague answers. Excuse me. That she could possibly give. What lies ahead of you here is Cheshire's tea party. You need to get a grip on the world fusion that's going to happen and try to prevent it. To do that, you'll need to get an explanation from Cheshire about the situation. For she's between a rock and a hard place right now. It's those two, Abaddon and Hyaki, was it? There's a lot of people she'd really rather not run into right now, so she set up her tea party in a secluded spot. That's why I was called to her tea party instead. It was so I'd go around and summon the guests. Guests? Wait. What? Oh. All you need to know is that I'm here to take you to the tea party and that we don't have much time left. Well, I've got no time to explain. You can ask Cheshire about the details when we get there. That's the original purpose of having the tea party in the first place. Now then, I'll be waiting ahead for you. And there she goes, as usual. You know, White Rabbit. She seems kind of suspicious, but it doesn't really feel like she was lying to me. Is she one of the acquaintances Cheshire mentioned? Who are these other guests going to be? There's nothing but weirdness here. But there's no time to be timid. I'm going to have to meet Cheshire once again if I'm to get answers to everything that's been going on. Might not be able to ever come back once I go through there. I need to make sure I'm thoroughly prepared beforehand. Wait, I might not be able to. Are you saying that oh. Oh. So that means if I'm going to make any preparations, I better do it now. Oh boy. I kind of want to use this. I don't normally believe I'm going to get hit with physical damage, but might as well, you know? Because I haven't exactly been getting hit with pleasure attacks and whatnot lately, so. Wait, where are they? Can I go talk to what's-they-faces? See if maybe I can get a little extra assistance. Or is that going to be it? Alright, once I go through, I'm pretty much... Oh boy. Once you enter, you won't be able to come back until you've cleared it. Let's go into the unknown world. Where the heck? You're finally here. Ah, it started moving. What? Huh? When I arrived, White Rabbit was crouched behind me, staring intently at a clock placed at her feet. Hey, what are you doing? I'm waiting. Waiting? What? Where the hell are we anyway? There's no sign at all of birds or insects, so does that mean we're in a barrier? Looking around at our surroundings, it looks like we're in the grounds of a shrine. Just ahead of me is some kind of shrine hall. After a while of being baffled by what's going on, White Rabbit takes her eyes off the clock and looks in my direction. Why is she looking at a clock for? Goodness. This is the waiting room. It's a very special space that's had a very powerful barrier placed over it. Abaddon would quickly find us if we used a normal barrier, so this is the one that Cheshire and I specially made. You could say it's a safe room that protects us against Abaddon's attacks. Alright, we're going to be having to go after Abaddon now, I forgot. I thought I'd get the guests from my world first, but that world has its own problems right now. Things are bad enough there even without Abaddon's influence. Making a gate they could freely go through would be too dangerous, and I don't want to complicate this even further. That's why we have this waiting room. I've apparently ended up missing out on something called like a time loop event or something in Paradise, but I'm probably going to go back just to look. But like, I've been wanting to do this for a while now, because ever since I first started playing this game, despite my frustrations, I was hooked, and I'm still hooked. So then what are you waiting for here? You coming here has created an opportunity, and the hands of this clock have started moving toward that time. All we have to do is wait for it to point to the right moment. Well, even though I did rush you over here, you can just make yourself at home. I'll let you know when the time comes. White Rabbit is staring at the hand of the clock. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. One of the guests should have already arrived. Go on and meet up with them, will you? Because keeping this barrier hidden from Abaddon was our main concern. The space is actually not as big as it first appears, so you should be able to quickly find them if you walk around a little. Meet up? We have no idea who this other person might be. You just do whatever you want, don't you? That is White Rabbit in a nutshell, and that's kind of why I love her. It's alright. There's no one else in this space but them anyway. She's a cute girl, so I'm sure you'll understand when you see her. Oh. Here we are, speaking of the devil. Oh, No, that's a slug girl. Or, hi slug. Why are you here? Oh my, greetings. I finally met another moving organism here besides myself. Appearing in front of me is a female with the lower half of a huge slug and the upper half of an aristocratic woman. She's obviously not human, but I can also sense quite an unfriendly vibe from her. I'm getting an overtly evil feeling from her. Are you sure she's a guest? No, she's not. That's strange. How did the high slug from my world get in here? That feeling coming from her. Is it all an effect of the world fusion? Did she run into Abaddon? Abaddon? No idea. I've never heard that name before. However, I don't know if they were that Abaddon or not, but a strange pair of twin spirits did turn up at the slug tower. They said they wanted help with something. So Abaddon invaded the Monster Girl Quest world. I told them that I didn't know what this world fusion was, but that I'd go with them since I had some free time. At the moment I said that I was suddenly brought here. They were quite strange spirits. They called themselves demons. However, I think I understand now. You're the Kazuya they were talking about, aren't you? Those twins asked me to dispose of you, whether by using violence or by making a meal out of you. They said I could even make you into my mate if I took a liking to you. What perfect timing, too. My body's been aching so much this last while. Will you be my partner? No. Truth be told, as much as I think you are cute, not a chance. Oh. What the? That is more power than I expected a high slug to have. What? That was nicely dodged, Kazuya-kun. Hello, level high slug. My strength has been strengthened this much. The world fusion is happening much faster than I expected. Oh my, how unfriendly. I wanted you to accept my love with your body. Holy crap! No way, no way! It'd kill me, you know? Well, physically speaking, it'd be instant death for a normal human, but you'd be able to just barely take the hit. Just barely? And didn't you say it was safe here? While you were telling me all about all about how only guests can be here, some cunning enemy managed to slip inside the barrier. Yeah, I'm really sorry about that. I didn't think they'd have the brains to recruit helpers from another world to attack. Our countermeasures were tailored to be perfectly against Abaddon themselves. For being without underlings to send assassins was completely outside our expectations. The twins said if I dealt with the human called Kazuya, that the world and all power would be at my beck and call. But to be honest, none of that interested me. Alright, well, at least she's a woman with standards. But toying with you seems like it would be very interesting. Tormenting you seems like it would be very much worth my time. I see. So they enticed one of the sexually frustrated high slugs. Abaddon's a crafty one. So I suppose my involvement's been exposed now. I better finish what I need to do as soon as possible. What's with the calm analysis? You're the one who brought me here. You need to do something about this. There's so much story happening all at once. I barely have the time to even try to talk. That might be impossible. At the end of the day, I'm just here to bring the guests to the tea party. Can't provide any battle support. Also, the clock hasn't chimed yet. Just do what you can until things get better. No, that's... What's that supposed to mean? Oh my, it looks like you've been abandoned. You poor thing. Oh, so White Rabbit is Kazuya's Alice. Okay. Don't worry, though. I'll take my time to thoroughly toy with you as I gently eat you. Here she comes, Kazuya. Oh, boy. It's even got the Monster Girl Quest encounter music. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so first off, the sprite actually works very well in this world. The sprite works very well in this world. It really does. Oh boy. High Slug has started emanating an ominous aura. Be careful, she's about to fire off that earlier attack again. But how fast it moves, no matter how powerful you are, it'll be too late to dodge by the time you see it coming. Forget about attacking and just concentrate on evasion. Oh my, going to play it safe? Those twins told me you were a strong male, but you're acting surprisingly weak. It's okay, you can come charging at me any way you like. Show me just how manly you are. An obvious provocation. It's clear that any course of action other than evasion would be far too dangerous. I'll keep evading and a mover to get behind her. If I can find her blind spot, that should create an opening to attack. Gladly. Noblesse oblige. While continuing to evade her attacks, Kazuya moves around to position himself behind his opponent. Right. Nicely done, Kazuya. Now we can... I hadn't intended on missing my attacks, but you do quite well for a human. But do you really plan on finding an opening doing that? Oh shit! In an instant, the rapier that was in her hand was now being wielded by the tail part of her slug body. Yeah, that makes sense. The tip of her blade is still pointed directly at me. Her intimidating aura is still as strong as when she was holding the blade in her hand. It's no good, Kazuya. The way things are now, you still can't relax your evasive stance. I know that. Oh my goodness. I intended on bringing you down and consuming you right away, but this has become somewhat amusing. Goodness. Yeah, she is no slouch. This time I focused on moving back to the front of her while dodging her attacks. By the time I got there, the high slug had already moved the rapier back into her hand. God damn, sheesh. The tip of her blade is still pointing directly at me, judging by her movement. She doesn't seem to be at least a bit tired out. Good, she's still... Damn, does she literally have no blind spots at all? You managed to respond to the speed of my attacks not once, but twice. Seems what those two said about you was true. That's fine. You've taken my fancy. I recognize you as a splendid male worthy of mating with me. I was originally planning to consume and digest you, but utterly devouring a strong male like you would be such a waste. I'll take you as my main partner if you remove your clothes and kneel before me. We'll make babies as I hug you into a mess every day. Let's make lots of little energetic children. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, gee, whew. Children? What are you so surprised about? Do demons here not attack humans for reproductive purposes like us monsters? Last I checked, I don't think they do. They just do it for energy. Now, blushing is an interesting reaction. You make me want you more and more. Hey, how do you want me to do it? Just wrap up my slug body. Would you like to be wrapped up in my clothes as we kiss? Lordy. Or maybe you'd prefer to be actually thrust your sword. Okay. If you take her clothes, I'll do it any way you like. Come on, don't be shy. One hand is opening the closest to her. Clearly, the other is still holding the rapier pointing at me. She's trying to get my guard down. It's clearly a trap. Yeah. If I attack now, I won't be able to avoid her response. If I can't let myself be distracted, I should be able to avoid her attack if I don't get taken in by her temptations. Well, I mean, obviously, I'm not going to get taken in by her temptations because I'm not stupid. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna end up getting taken in by the temptations anyway. Like, anybody who's seen me play any of these games know I'm not gonna be taken in by temptation. She looks nice, but I'm not stupid, and I'm not basic. Some of the people watching this would probably end up giving in just for shits and giggles, but right now, this is not the time for that. Kazuya was a fraction of a second too slow, and the attack grazes him. Stands crumbles, he falls to the ground. Shit. You were distracted for just a moment. You actually enjoy being seduced like this? And there's no more escape. You go, boy, and become my mate. There's nothing to censor here, so I'm good this time around. Tried putting my strength by legs back up, but the high slug body is already covering them. I can't move them even a little to pull them out. That's not bad, so... Flying feline slash. What? Who are you? What? What is happening? What? What happened? Hello? Just as I was being covered by her slug body and was losing consciousness, a high slug girl unconsciously pulled back in response to a slashing attack, suddenly flying at her. When my hazy consciousness came back to me, I saw my rescuer standing in front of me, a demon dressed in risque Japanese clothing. Hey, are you okay? Who are you? Whew, thought it was done for there. It looks like you got here just in the nick of time. Though she may be a demon, she is the sovereign who protects humanity. The Nikomata Yami-chan. Hi. What are you doing? You don't interrupt someone who's gracefully consuming a human. I wouldn't call that graceful, not in the slightest. What was graceful about that? You've blown the outside of the shrine to smithereens. I'm here because I heard a huge noise and sensed evil. I'm not gonna let you do whatever you want in my shrine. Certainly. Kazuya-kun. With Yami-chan here, you can now use support skills. Support skills? It's a function separate from your actions that allows you to make effective use of characters supporting you. Support skills don't use any of your own vitality and don't consume your own turn when used, so there's no harm in using one at the beginning of every turn. Oh. As for the details, well, it's best you see it in action. Just give it a try. Okay. Sovereign's Insight. The Yami support skills nullifies received as physical damage and counterattacks. Oh. Interesting. Here I go. Space around set up for counterattacks. Ooh. I should probably save my bullets just in case. Ooh. Panic. What? You stopped all my thrusts with your sword? Just what are you? Well, of course she did. Her skill with a blade isn't just for show. She's the one who defeated the Black Fox, one of the legendary evil nine-tailed kitsunes. Wait! So does that mean she knows Daji? Because Daji's the only one I think that would be the Black Fox, right? Or am I wrong? No matter how much more powerful the world fusion has made you, you'll never be able to get past her counter. You can keep trying if you don't believe me. No, let's not get carried away. Come on, Kazuya, this is your chance. This is your opportunity to take the fight to her. Use a support skill to keep that counter up while you attack. Gladly. Okay. Goodness. This is actually pretty cool. I don't think she has any... Okay. I thought this power would let me have my way with a single human male. But the way things are going, it seems my chances of victory are slim. That's fine. I'll withdraw for now. It would seem I need to revise my fighting style now that I know you're interested in that. That? You know what I'm talking about. Your love of being forcefully hugged. I could sense it oozing from you even as you desperately resisted me. I'll definitely make you mine when next we meet. I'll violate you, squeeze you, and love you until you die, so look forward to it. Yeah, no, that's not happening. I am happily married to a Lamia who will do the exact same thing. Hey, I basically made Kazuya into Luca. Now I'm married. He's married to a Lamia, now I'm married to a Lamia. All's bright with the world. Oh, boy. But if Kazuya actually is into that freaking... if he is actually into that, then that means, like, somewhere along the lines, like, him being a, like a masochist. which kind of makes sense considering the world he's from. So, are you okay? No injuries or anything? Yeah, I'm fine. Thanks for saving me back there. No problem. It's my job as the sovereign to protect the peace of the shrine. But why are you here? You're too old to be a student, and I can't imagine anyone would have business at an abandoned shrine like this. Don't tell me you're here on some test of courage or something. The shrine does have quite an atmosphere at night. You get attacked by that other girl when you came to have a look? She's very energetic. No, it's not any of those things. She's super close, and her boobs are swaying so much. Is she doing it on purpose? Well, I don't think she's probably a demon and/or monster girl, so probably doing it on purpose. No, I can't let myself get worked up. Not after I was just told how much I was oozing masochist vibes or whatever. Still, though, I can feel something off about that girl from before. Different from the aura demons have. I thought that this barrier over us might have been her doing, but seeing it that it didn't disappear even after she left, I suppose it wasn't. Just what on earth is it? And you. I can sense magic power within you, but it feels similar to hers. It feels less like you've materialized and more like you've appeared. Isn't that kind of the same thing? And you talked about me before like you knew who I was. Don't tell me. Are you the one who summoned me here? Bingo! That girl and I are monsters. For now, you can just call us monster girls. Unlike you demons, we don't require energy from organisms or a medium to stay materialized in the human realm. It's not uncommon for some of us to use squeezing humans as a means of reproduction. Monster girls. Monsters. Also, I was the one who made the barrier, but while it's true that I am projecting your shrine, this place is neither in the human realm nor an imaginary space. You're one of the guests I called here for the purpose of helping Kazuya-kun. The rest of the details can wait until everyone else has finally gathered. Helping him? You mean you wanted me to protect him from that slug girl before? Well, that happened just before was an irregularity. The one you two need to defeat is more... Oh, it's time. I've got to run. Things will get troublesome if I miss this chance, so I've got to rush off and finish getting everything ready. I'll be back after I'm done. She's going off and doing her own thing again. She's late for a very important date. No time to say hello, goodbye. She's late. Wait, you mentioned Abaddon. Were you talking about those twins who tricked Mukuro? Huh? That's all you know? She really hasn't told you anything, has she? Not that I'm in any position to criticize someone else for that. That's right. Those twins are called Abaddon. They're the enemy you'll need to defeat this time. You're not the only one they're after. They're going not just threaten this world. Any world ever affected by an intervention will be in jeopardy. So, Monster Girl Quest and Kazuya's world. And if that happens, my world will also be affected, sooner or later. In other words, if those two have their way, it won't just be your problem, but mine too. That's why I'm helping you out. That's why I'm helping out like this. But I've defeated them once before, and Cheshire as well in that forest. Those were just proxies Abaddon was using to materialize. If you equated it to the human body, those forms would be less than a finger. I wouldn't even count those as real battles. Using so little power, they can keep their existence and meddling hidden. That's why you need to defeat their true form. But with how powerful they are, you'd have no chance of winning on your own. Which is why I'm assembling guests. And Yami-chan here is just one such guest. Oh shoot, I've been chatting for too long. I really gotta go. Even in the best case scenario, I don't have much time. If I screw up on my end, we lose everything. So I don't have time. I don't want to waste time on pointless chit-chat. Alright, one last thing while I'm at it. Oh, what? Huh? White Rabbit lowered her voice and started talking in Kazuya's ear. The tea party guests have been called from various different worlds, but all of them have some kind of connection to you. Yami-chan is from a different world to yours, but she's a demon you have quite a substantial link with. Kazuya-kun of her world was actually her owner back when she was in cat form. What? Oh, wow. So okay, so she's from one of many different worlds that Kazuya was in. So that Kazuya probably died when she was a cat. He supposedly vanished one day before she turned into a demon, but since she was a kitten at the time, she herself hasn't yet realized who you are. But deep down, there'll be some part of her that is drawn to you. So while it's definitely possible you might be sexually approached by her, given everything that's happening, try to keep it in moderation. Okay, Masochist-kun? Don't make fun of me! What kind of sex fiend are you making me out to be? You mean you're not? When we first met in my room, you had this lewd look in your eyes as you stared at my body. You pervert. No, that's not... Hey, hold up! And she's gone. Kazuya. Hey, not you too! I'm telling you, it's not true. Who wouldn't be staring at someone looking like that who just suddenly pops out of nowhere? I mean, he's got a point. He's not wrong. So you admit you were looking. Hey, sorry for interrupting your fun moment, but shouldn't we be moving on now? Fun? Kazuya-kun, was it? Like I said before, my name's Yami. Let's get along, okay? We'll get to the main shrine building if we follow this stone path for a bit. We can catch our breath once we're inside, so why don't we go rest there for now? Well, there's no point in hanging around here. Whoever who seems to be vital to what's going on has gone off somewhere, so we'll have to wait until she comes back anyway. Since you and her need to swap info and explain what's going on, you might as well head to a quiet place to do that. And it's settled! Follow me! Alright, So, this cat was Kazuya's pet in her world. And we're just, sitting here, alone. Oh, that's right. Your world is quite different from mine, isn't it? While they're quite similar, there are parts that aren't the same. Like demon rounds and MOW. We use those words, but what they stand for and how they are used is completely different. It's so strange. Yeah. For someone like me whose world is in the middle of war, it's hard to imagine a world in which demons and humans coexist together. Oh! It's not like every single human and demon accepts it, though. That's why there are demons like me who have the role of protecting others. Wait, so her world is kind of like how things are in Monster Girl Quest, Paradox specifically, with demons and humans and demons coexisting like humans and Monster Girls coexisting, but there are some who don't accept it, just as there are also some humans who don't accept it. So it's the same thing. I'm sure even in your world that if the war would just end, the day would come when humans and demons live side by side together. Yeah, I hope so. But to achieve that, I need to do something about MOW, the organization that caused the war in the first place. Come on, Kazuya-kun, have a seat. I know all the escape routes out of the shrine if the worst should happen, so it's okay to make yourself feel more at home here. I want to hear more about stories in your world, especially stories about you. No, I'd better go investigate the perimeter for a bit. It'd be a huge problem if we ended up getting surrounded without realizing it. Hey, why are you going all red? You must be used to being alone with a demon by now. A demon is a demon, but I have a hard time dealing with ones that aren't hostile at all. Especially when I'm not trying to escape from them and they've declared themselves to be an ally. I can't help but be wary. And the way she acts. As a man, that innocent, carefree nature and the way she casually shakes her boobs is... I suppose it's just like when he was spending time with Sphinx and her riddles. Yeah. Because Sphinx isn't even hostile at all, she's just doing her job. Also, she has some massive... Yee! Why is there a tea set here of all places? Oh, that? Tommy uses it. But since we're in a barrier, it should be fine for you to use it if you want. Tommy? Yeah, her actual name is Tomoko, but I called her Tomi since the first time we met. The name stuck, and it's been her nickname ever since. Tomi loves her tea, so she keeps everything she needs to steep the leaves from scratch in one place, hence the tea set. I see. In that case, I won't hesitate to make myself some herbal tea. Let me wait. Hello. Hey, long time no see. I brought the save point and item box here with me. Obviously, I couldn't bring the bed, too. From here on, I'll be leaving those two things in helpful places. It's the only thing I can do. To be honest, Abaddon's influence is so strong, I can't meddle in other worlds too much. Even just appearing in front of you like this is quite a strain. So do your best, okay? Thank you, Mr. Sheep! Goodness. Peeking out through the gap in the sliding door, there's no sign of any life at all outside, but not any demons. Well, that's to be expected. A barrier is fundamentally just a simple projection of a physical space, so there's no way to reproduce the sounds of insects or the wind. You often hear of ordinary humans feeling a change in the air or getting chills the instant they cross into a barrier. White Rabbit said that this barrier is special, but how on earth is it any different than a normal one? Definitely doesn't look different. She said it'd stop Abaddon from finding you, but isn't it really possible to find a specific barrier anyway? Excuse me. If Abaddon actually had that kind of ability, then it'd make one helpful enemy. This is an enemy powerful enough to need multiple guests like Yami-chan to help. We can't entirely dismiss the possibility that Abaddon has such an ability. Oh, you're alright. Now, before I even try to continue on, I'm gonna go ahead and stop it here. Oh, because I'm expecting so much stuff to end up going down soon. I've got other stuff I gotta take care of, so I'm actually glad that I managed to be able to at least reach a save point. But this, I can already tell this is gonna be fun. Whoever this Yami-chan is, like, I don't know if she's supposed to be, like, specifically for this game, or if she's from another game. But either way, she's kind of cute. Even if she does look like a foolish samurai. So, next time on Shrift EX4, we're gonna go ahead and talk to Yami-chan, and then hopefully White Rabbit will be back so we can continue onward. See you guys then.